Every year, in the middle of summer, entire cities in China leave empty chairs at dinner tables, burn paper money for the dead, and refuse to whistle after dark. Because for 1 month, they believe the gates of the afterlife are open, and the hungry are walking among the living. The Hungry Ghost Festival is observed across China, Hong Kong, Taiwan, and parts of Southeast Asia during the 7th lunar month, often called Ghost Month. Unlike joyful festivals meant for the living, this one exists for the dead. Its roots stretch back more than 1,500 years, blending Buddhist, Taoist, and older folk beliefs. According to tradition, during this month, the gates of hell open, releasing spirits who died violently, were forgotten, or were never properly honored. These are not benevolent ancestors. They are called hungry ghosts, souls cursed with endless desire, thin necks, swollen bellies, and an eternal craving for food, warmth, and attention. The festival exists for one purpose: to appease them before they take what they want. Long before citywide ceremonies, the Hungry Ghost Festival was feared, not celebrated. Ancient Chinese texts describe ghosts roaming at night, entering homes through open doors, whispering names, and causing illness. Farmers believed crops failed if offerings were insufficient. Parents warned children not to swim, fearing water spirits would drag them under to replace their own deaths. Traditional rules emerged. Do not stay out late. Do not move into new homes. Do not hang laundry overnight. Do not whistle in the dark. Do not turn your head if you hear your name called. Rituals grew darker over centuries. Paper replicas of houses, cars, servants, even modern items like phones and credit cards are burned so the dead can live comfortably in the underworld. Street operas are performed, but the front row is left empty. Those seats are not for humans. They are reserved for the dead. And in some regions, elders quietly admit something else. The offerings are not symbolic. They are necessary. In the summer of 1998, in a rural village outside Guangxi province, preparations for Ghost Month began like any other year. The village was small, no more than 40 families, isolated by rice fields and a narrow river that locals refused to cross at night. Elders claimed the river had taken too many lives and now belonged to something else. That year, a prolonged drought had left families struggling. Food was scarce. Paper offerings were reduced. Some households skipped rituals entirely. One family in particular, the Li family, decided not to participate. They were recent arrivals, outsiders, educated, practical. They did not believe in hungry ghosts. On the first night of Ghost Month, neighbors noticed the Li house was dark. No incense, no offerings, no food placed outside. By the third night, villagers reported strange smells, rotting food mixed with burned paper, coming from the Li courtyard. On the seventh night, the traditional peak, the family's youngest son, Li Wei, age 8, went missing. Search parties combed the fields until sunrise. There were no footprints, no signs of struggle. Only a single bowl of rice overturned near the riverbank. When Li Wei returned the next afternoon, he was barefoot, silent, and shaking. When asked where he had been, he said only one sentence: "They said you forgot us." Local police records from August 22, 1998, document the disappearance of a minor in Guangxi during Ghost Month. While the official conclusion cites temporary disorientation, details were quietly removed from public access years later. An elderly villager later spoke to a regional newspaper under anonymity. He described seeing Li Wei standing near the river at dawn, speaking to empty space. The boy later developed night terrors, screaming about thin people with burning mouths. The Li family moved away within 6 months. The village resumed full rituals the following year. No children have disappeared since. According to village accounts, the final night of Ghost Month is the most dangerous. At midnight, bells are rung to signal the closing of the gates. In 1998, witnesses say the bells did not sound. A dense fog rolled in from the river. Incense burned out early. Candles refused to stay lit. Multiple villagers reported hearing footsteps in empty streets, slow, dragging, wet. One elder claimed to hear a voice whisper his childhood nickname from behind, something only his dead grandmother had used. He did not turn around. At dawn, burn marks appeared on doorways across the village, blackened handprints, low to the ground, as if something had crawled. The bells were rung at sunrise instead. Too late. So what really happens during the Hungry Ghost Festival? Theory 1. Generations raised with strict taboos may experience collective hallucinations, especially during heightened emotional rituals. Theory 2. Anthropologists suggest the festival preserves trauma from famine, war, and mass death. Ghosts as metaphors for unresolved suffering. Theory 3. Believers insist the rituals are protective barriers. When offerings stop, something crosses over. Theory 4. Heat, smoke, dehydration, and carbon monoxide from incense burning may induce hallucinations, explaining shared experiences. Yet none of these fully explain why the rituals remain unchanged, or why even skeptics quietly follow the rules. Every year, millions still burn food they will never eat, reserve seats for guests who never arrive, and avoid calling names after midnight. Because the question isn't whether ghosts are real. It's this: if they aren't, why are people still afraid to stop? Tell me what you believe. Are the hungry ghosts symbols of memory, or something older that still expects to be fed? And which festival should I uncover next?